Jonathan, Marks and Spencer, the UK high street department store that has such an iron grip on the English psyche, has at last sacked its CEO.
Well, Rob, I'm delighted that you as an American have finally realized that the most important corporate story in the world is a mid-sized retailer that struggles to sell cardigans to middle-aged ladies. This is a revelation for you. But I would dispute your suggestion that Mr. Bolland has been sacked. I don't think he has. He's done 6 years, which is like 18 years in the trenches in what is really the toughest job in British business. I think he's going in the year he was expected to go, but maybe the announcement has been brought forward to coincide with some bad Christmas numbers.
That may be right, but let me tell you why he should have been sacked. Clothing, still doing terribly, and in fact, doing worse all the time. And no, it's not all down to a warm December. This is an important third of the company's sales, just going the wrong direction. He knew it was a problem when he started, and he couldn't fix it. Online, late to the game, and while the percentage growth figures are good, how big is it in absolute terms? And finally, an international business that's in all the wrong places. This is called accountability, and it was high time.
Well, I'd agree that it's been very tough in clothing. There have been a series of false dawns there. And Mr. Bolland is, I think, in his essence, a grocer. He's done brilliantly well in food, which is a very hard market. M&S now has the best food offer on the high street. And he's also plumbed in a very good online service, which I think we will see further fruits flowing from. And on top of that, internationally, the markets which M&S wanted to expand into by political happenstance didn't prove to be the best ones. Russia, Ukraine, and the Middle East. So I think he's ticked a lot of boxes. There are one or two he's leaving unticked for his successor.
If I had to defend him, I would say that his job was impossible. That the era of the single retail company where you buy both your cardigans and your food is now over. So the reason why he had to go is he was a CEO for the old era, the department store era. And the job of the new CEO is to oversee either the radical downsizing of the clothes business or the separation of it and the further increase in the food business and the further diversification of that business.
Well, what you suggest sounds plausible to me. What I think would be very difficult is what some analysts would like, because they always like solutions that generate fees for investment bankers, which would be to split the business in two by some kind of demerger or disposal. Because the problem is that the two divisions are maybe a little bit small to survive on their own. And my feeling about this is that he's done a decent job in really very difficult circumstances. Somebody else can now bear the burden of running a business that an enormous number of people in Britain claim to care passionately about, but don't put any money through the tills.
Well, I'm not buying my suit from the place I buy my smoked salmon.
Very good.